Hello, it's Rokita from Cosmic Bliss again, and in this episode I want to teach you how to write lyrics for your metal or basically any other song. So, no, not like this. You have two ways to start writing. The first of them is coming up with the lyrics first. And the second way is to write lyrics for a song you already have. If you want to learn what can you write, then it's not the right video for you, because I'm not going to explain what can you write, but more like how can you write to make a coherent song. The first thing you can learn is how to count syllables, or better call it bars, because it's not always the same number of bars and syllables. Let's take a look at Winter Sun, Sons of Winter and Stars. I'm going to show you how to count bars in this song. We are the sons of winter and stars. The first line has 10 bars, and now let's count the second. So this one has 10 too. Here you have also 10, but look at a few of the words. Here stars has, let's say, 2 bars, and hearts has 2 bars too. It's 1 syllable, but it's counted as 2 bars. And the last line has 8 bars. So now you see a basic structure of verse, and that means you can use the same structure of the bars in other verses, and you can change it in the chorus or pre-chorus or other part, because as I explained in some of the previous episodes, songs usually need some repetition and some changes. Here I'm going to explain you how to use rhymes. This is the first verse of Nightwish Storytime. Maybe not the heaviest song out of here, but it's a pretty good example of using or not using rhymes in your lyrics. Here, the word before rhymes with the word word. Let's say it's A. It's just a sign to remember where your lines will rhyme. Here you don't have any rhymes. Here you have next rhyme. And here you don't have any rhymes. You have absolute freedom to mix the rhymes, like A, B, A, B, and then add something like C and C. It means which lines will rhyme, like A and B and C. Another example may be A, B. You really don't have any strict rules here. Feel free to mix the rhymes as you want. Or you can use lyrics without rhymes. That's okay too. And if you want to find some help with rhymes, I recommend using a website like Rhyme Zone. Some of them are better, some are worse, but overall it's a good tool. So let's find some rhymes for random word like I don't know, hills. It's I don't know, stills. Sounds good. That's a pretty hard word. Let's check something else. Like year. Oh, and you have more. Like, I don't know, a fear. Oh, beer is a good word. Or maybe frontier. You can choose whatever fits your song. And now I'm going to show you how I usually write lyrics. I used to write lyrics for other bands and musicians, but I don't use lyrics and vocals in my current project. So let's write something without previous melody and song. I would like to come up with some nice bar structure. Let's say 8, 6, 8, 6 and 10. So I came up with 2 lines, and let's decide what kind of rhymes I want. Let's check if storm is a good rhyme. I think I can use some of those words. So maybe let's do this without rhyme. And here we have 1 rhyme. And do the same rhyme here and here. And here we're going to have other rhyme for the next part of this verse. So I made a little mistake here. This should be 7. That's not a big deal. Let's just correct it. Okay, so we have the first part of the verse, and now we can copy and paste the structure and use it here. Let's change the A to C to avoid mistakes. And now we can write something here. And in this part we have to find a rhyme to this part. Away. Let's find a word that rhymes with away. Since we write something about wind and forest and nature, let's do this. Now we have some early version of your lyrics with parts that don't rhyme, some easy rhymes, and some more detailed rhymes, like this B. You can change the rhyme structure and the bar structure in other parts of your song. Let's take a look at song that doesn't have lyrics yet. The problem when you have a few songs but you have no idea how to name them. Oh, and finally I have my official version of FL Studio, just without the plugins. Well, that it's still useful. I can save everything. This is one of my songs from the upcoming album, and this is the verse. What happened to drums? Who stole my drums? Oh, here. So how to count the bars? You can just follow the melody. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 notes. So you can have 8 bars. But what if the melody is simple, so simple that you really can't use it for bars? Maybe turn off this. You can base your bar structure on rhythm, like drums. So let's count the bars. I found like 6 or 7, or you can try counting chord progressions and melody. I also found like 7 bars. But that would be 6 or 7 too. So that's why I hate writing lyrics for songs that already exist, because you have to imagine lyrics here and make them somehow fit the melody. And I say that I found that or this or that number of bars, but it's just my imagination. You can have a bit less or a bit more, and I guess that would be the end. You have some basic knowledge about making lyrics that have some kind of structure and melody. You know how to find rhymes. And remember, this is just an example. You can follow it or not. I just show you some basic things so you can come up with your own style and structures. And as I said before, I can't tell you what to write and more like how to write. Thanks for watching.